Hello, my name is Michael. I am the DM, CEO, and host of the series you are currently listening to, known as the Bystanders. As always, a huge shout out is necessary for both Gwinn and Shady Cicada. They have graciously allowed us to use their wonderful, wonderful music for this little project of ours. What? You've never subscribed to Gwinn and Shady Cicada? Pfft. You know it's fun, right? Now, I'm not supposed to give my opinion, but give it a try, and then you can tell me if it's good or not. Not convinced yet? Okay, I'll cut you a deal. You can subscribe to them for free, and that's a great price. And with that out of the way, we can begin this week's episode.
Started.
You're a motherfucking bitch, you know that?
Yep.
Keep that in.
You're a hacker. A stupid heckin' dummy.
Well, don't keep that in. That's too much.
Well, so when we last left off, freaking Mr. Senor Clementine, Lieutenant Clementine, was talking about the job that he had for all of you.
Oh, right.
So he clears his throat and says,
What, Agent Clementine, what's a bystander? Why'd you say that out loud?
I hate you.
That's not a character, by the way, just, you know.
Agent Clementine
Really?
No.
asks, okay,
Go.
so
You're boring, Steve. Get on with it.
there are two stand users. They haven't necessarily gone rogue. What they're doing, they claim, is to be in the name of the organization. But they're being they're not very discreet. They're both very competent in their abilities. And I think that the five of you would be best, or I think that the four of you would be best equipped to take care of them.
Alright.
What are their abilities?
I
That was not Damien's character voice. What are their abilities?
don't know. They very, very recently joined. They were no sooner inducted into the organization than they left the barracks and then started robbing supermarkets.
Were these two affiliated with Brenda and Hound Dog?
I don't think that they know anything about each other. They were inducted into the organization a couple days ago.
Okay.
And they've just been robbing various stores and places in Travago.
It is kind of hard to get
Which
to
is
know.
part of what-
Out of curiosity, how does
Fair.
that assist in keeping back the undead enemy that you said we're both against?
Well, you...
If
well,
you can get me, if you can eliminate the problem, I can give you as much information as you would like regarding their organization, as well as everything that I've given you. You said the deal was too good to be true. Well, this is the caveat.
Beat up...
Understandable.
beat up two store robbers.
I say we at least talk to them first,
I don't care.
figure some stuff out, and then do what we have to.
I don't care how you take care of them.
should
You
go
can
well
talk
enough.
to them. You can dispatch of them. Any way you do it, I just would like for it to be as quietly as possible, ideally. So what I said about collateral damage previously is not the case here.
Well,
I can give you their names, but not much else. There is one named Rose Hurley, who's a pretty skinny man, and the other whose name is Florence Machine. Yes, I looked it up. That is her legal name.
Alright.
That is all that I can tell you.
What are their
but
names? Rose?
Rose Hurley and Florence Machine. All right.
Interesting.
And he pulls out a GPS tracker similar to the one that the ghoul had, but not the same model. He hands it over to what he believes to be the most competent one. So you're the most competent one, but he doesn't like you. You're a high schooler. So he gives it to Jonathan.
Fair.
Mistake.
Okay.
What is this?
Yeah, he doesn't know technology.
No, I didn't. I was
you want this as...
I used my fireflies. I put a little
I
tracker
seriously- what
on
is
one
this?
of
I was
them.
I was paying attention.
There's a GPS tracker.
Oh.
I used my fireflies to put a little tracking device on each of them when they weren't looking. So each of them have a tracking device on them. That GPS will keep them tracked. Currently, they are together, and it would be best if you could take care of them when they are.
Alright.
You said you wanted
Fine.
this done as quietly as possible, right?
As quietly as possible. Like I said, any way that you can get them to stop what they are currently doing. I don't care if that means killing them. I don't care if that means just simply talking them down. Any way you want to handle this, you are welcome to.
In case things get messy, I'm going to want that silencer now.
I don't have it on me.
I shouldn't
I don't know what you were expecting. I don't carry a weapon around.
A silencer isn't very complex. You could probably make one.
Then I can't make anything else.
It would also produce light from the bullet.
I can only make one thing at a time. I'm gonna be practically.
It literally be a one-time use silencer.
You could also just use like a spray can and like take it off. That's
No.
a thing.
What?
There's a certain kind of like, I can't remember exactly what the material is, but there is a certain kind of spray can that you can just like take off and put it on a gun and use it as a silencer.
Something tells me we're not going to be very discreet. I don't think.
Something tells me that would lower the accuracy of my gun.
Oh, definitely. But it does work as a silencer.
I don't think we're going to need a WD-40 can to make sure his bullets don't make noise. Let's get out of here.
Okay. All right. Well, we can all go back on the yacht, or you all can pile into the tiny boat.
On the yacht?
That's what I'm saying. Is we're on the yacht. We
we
can all
never went
travel
back.
back
How-
on the yacht, or we can all pile into my tiny boat, whichever you would prefer.
Probably the.
I suggest we go back on the yacht.
Yeah.
But you...
Yeah.
Where did you come from?
Well, I hopped on the boat.
You paddle boated out of here into here?
And where did you go? Where did you come from?
I was going to make the joke, but I didn't.
You actually notice that he is a little sunburned.
Fine, we'll take you back to shore.
Okay, I would appreciate it. If you could also tow my paddle boat or something, I'd
Nope.
appreciate
Nope.
Wow.
it. Fine.
You are getting the ride for free.
Alright, so Clementine sits at the front of the boat and just watches the ocean for a while. I assume you guys are gonna start up the boat and head out?
Yep.
Wait, are we sure we want to leave this boat out here? The little paddle boat?
Why not?
It's just a teeny tiny dinghy. Like,
Okay, fair enough.
What do you want us to do? Fire a few shots at it so it sinks?
No, just, I don't know.
Just in case any monkeys get onto it, there could be some very bad things that could come of that.
Oh no.
oh god.
Those sea orangutans, man.
Alright.
I get the
Look,
joke.
if we
Well-
come across a sea orangutan, I'm putting one in its skull.
Oh boy. So you guys all head out. Agent Clementine allows some of the fireflies to go over to Damien if he's interested in looking at them.
Damien will definitely look at them.
You want to roll nature checks?
Sure.
You can roll a nature check and roll an arcana check, and both with
Okay.
advantage.
Cool. I'm proficient in both of those too.
Oh, I need
Those are
more
both
caffeine.
intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Fine.
nature is unnatural 20,
Nice.
and the arcana is a 17.
Okay. The nature helps you to determine that these are, in fact, actual regular fireflies. They're not a stand thing. They are fireflies.
Huh.
You're not able to tell how he's controlling them or what he's using them. You are able to tell that it is a part of his stand somehow. You're just not sure how he's incorporated these previously regular fireflies into his now functioning stand.
How do you?
Well, if the fireflies trust him, then he must be trustworthy to some degree.
The fireflies are also exceptionally friendly, like the ones that he sends out.
I trust this earnestly and wholeheartedly.
Damien looks up at he looks up at Clementine and goes, "Could I keep a firefly?"
You can't see this, Michael, but he's doing this.
Fine.
Firefly for me.
Is for me.
He sends out the biggest one of his group. It's about it's just a little. It's about 20% larger than a regular firefly. It lands on you.
Yes! I'm naming him Tim.
Could you believe your eyes? This is really.
I
important.
swear to God.
I swear to God. All right,
Donovan.
but yeah.
Donovan, you're about to see the International Space Station.
No.
Well, speaking of sea things, you
Is
see
that
the
a twink?
shoreline.
You see what?
You all see the shoreline.
Cool. We're going to the shore.
Okay, question. I assume you all want to take Sterling with you for this operation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either Sterling or Carl, but Sterling would be nice.
Sterling would be very nice.
Heal.
That heal and also
You know,
heal in case we fight our
A zombie
dour
lord.
fellows.
as
Yes.
much as I hate to admit it, blinding lights could be useful.
Nah.
Could be
Hummum would be more useful.
Health
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you guys click on the GPS. It's actually a spot relatively nearby. It appears that they're pretty stationary, so you don't know what the heck is going on, but it doesn't look like they're moving around a lot.
All right.
Did we shore near the Falcon again?
What do you mean? The Falcon isn't next to the shoreline. The Falcon's a ways inland.
Oh.
You're.
I want to take the truck.
Do you want to stop by the Falcon and kind of look at it?
If it's nearer to where we are, no. We'll just go there.
Okay. So it's about a 10-minute drive to get there.
Yes, in our car.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we can just go get our cars.
Yep, you got cars.
Should we go in the family car or the conversion van?
Sterling's gonna drive the conversion van.
All right.
We all are
Damien
just gonna
takes
pile up
shotgun.
in there? Or what?
Of course.
Damien has called shotgun, therefore Damien is sitting in the front. Everyone else is sitting in the back of the conversion van.
That's all right.
You know that one image of that LAN party? Yeah, Lloyd's doing that with his chains.
Excuse me?
Incredible.
That one image of that land
what?
party.
You know the one
I
the
knew
guy's
exactly
duct
what
taped
he
to
was
the
talking
ceiling.
about.
So do I.
Alright.
That one land party image of the duct tape ceiling man. Let's go.
Yes.
I'll put it in the description or something if I remember.
Alright,
Alright,
no you won't.
you're probably right. You guys get there. It's been around 15 minutes. You look down at the GPS and you realize that they haven't really moved from the same general spot. You guys get back and you realize these people are in the same big lots that you guys wanted to stop by last night.
Oh.
These two are in the big lots.
Oh.
Do you all... How do you all want to approach this? Do you all want to just... jump in
Damien
the front
busts the door in.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're like moving doors. Do you want to just like kick them down or do you want to just like...
Yeah!
It's gonna hang
Oh,
like.
the automatic doors.
Yeah!
the other day.
Try and kick it and just...
Hello!
What's the time of the day?
It's around 4 p.m.
Okay.
A few weeks
Kyler.
ago, when
Lloyd's
I
gonna
was
hang
buying
like a
snacks
good like
for this.
5.
You kick it open and it just
good, like-
automatic doors just open.
Yeah, Damien
2
swings
meters
his
away from
leg to
everyone.
kick the door down, but they slide open the moment he does. So he just trips and falls on his face inside.
So
I cut back to Clementine saying as quietly as possible.
So a few weeks ago, I was buying snacks for the one of these campaigns, and as I was leaving, I actually ran my shopping cart into the sliding door at Aldi. I didn't fix it and left.
I tackled the door
Yeah.
high V at one point and knocked it off the conveyor.
I
Yeah.
think that I might have committed a crime.
I was there. I watched that whole thing.
I have not been back to Aldi since.
Fair enough.
He did
Some
like
poor employee was just walking past and went,
no.
oh no, what do I even do
He
about
had
that?
like one of the door guys was watching him walk right into
I
it.
know.
His shoulder just bumped into it. Just
I know. I've heard plenty about it.
Yeah,
Let's
there were a
stop
couple
confessing
guys who were able to
crimes.
fix it though.
Let's
Anyway.
stop confessing crimes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love crime.
So Damien's tripped and fallen inside.
It's got that store feel where like there's some kind of crappy speakers that are echoing from the back.
Good.
It's like those videos where it says Mr. Brightside, but it's playing in a large abandoned mall.
oh,
That's the sound
but
that it is.
this time it's playing everywhere at the end of time.
No, it's not.
No.
Caramel-
Inspiration.
Caramel dancing.
30
from another
second
room.
damage.
Caramel dancing. It is playing caramel dancing.
God,
Oh,
Damien
I-
starts jamming.
All right.
Donovan gets nostalgia he didn't know existed.
Damien actually sings along to the Swedish lyrics.
Oh my god.
Boy manages to get a seizure despite being blind.
Oh god. So you guys are in. There's like a couple people at the register, some young minimum wage workers who one of them is just asleep at the desk. And there's another that says that the manager. They are trying not to fall asleep at their, station. Register.
That's
The two different minimum wage workers.
Yes.
Fast asleep or try not to sleep.
Yeah.
The two genders.
Thick lots.
The two
genders
genders.
indeed. They come in, the sleeping guy wakes up, oh, what? And the manager's like,
Wait, are these two employees the people we're looking for?
he does not, maybe not.
I'm gonna roll an investigation check.
We could just
Steve
look
is
at the
going to
radar.
assist.
Wait, hold on.
Steve is going to assist.
You're assisting me?
Yes.
I rolled an 18.
I got
No, we're
a
going with Damien's.
I got a 21.
We're going with Damien's.
These people don't have the inner, like, no.
Okay, good news. It's not them.
I read. This is my people.
You actually
I resonated
hear
with this.
a crash and some cursing coming from one of the aisles.
That's
Damien
found our
starts
source.
strutting over.
Oh my
Donovan
God.
follows.
And Steve also follows.
Who's causing all this racket?
Lloyd begrudgingly follows.
I'm the security officer for the store.
I want
God forbid
Not
your
you.
security of everyone.
everyone else make a perception roll.
Not me.
I wonder why, not him.
I wonder.
Is perception wisdom?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Is this
I got a
6.
14.
18.
Steve, you notice, remember the backpack that Brenda and the ghouls had?
Great.
Uh-oh.
Turns out there's a large stand selling them at a reduced bargain
A
price.
large stand?
Yeah.
Like what kind of stand?
Like a physical one that you'd find in a store.
Okay,
like
good.
the kind that ensures that.
So
Hayes
you're
is not
telling me
funny.
that Big Lots is selling bags full of
Butane
torches and
No,
No,
just
the
just the
bags.
backpacks.
Okay.
I mean, that's
I made
weird.
a joke that
That's
those
weird,
bags were
but that's a
standard
weird
issue
coincidence.
amongst
But I
hitmen.
feel like that's not anything.
Yeah,
I-
that's not super surprising.
Yeah.
Actually, they probably
They're
got
just
selling
backpacks.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just backpacks.
And they're being sold at a bargain price. So.
Okay. Well, we're still
That's a
looking
good-
for the people who made.
Steve
we're
is
still
like,
looking for the
wow,
source.
that's
of
a
the
good deal.
Ruckus.
Anyway.
The source of the ruckus is not difficult to locate. You get to the.
Actually, Damien also picks up one of the backpacks. He wants to buy one.
Okay, cool.
Actually, because Lloyd didn't notice the backpacks, he just didn't stop walking.
Fair enough. All right, so
You run
you
into
all
something.
catch up to Lloyd. You all get there and you see a couple of characters. Let me tell you what. Okay, so you walk, you turn around the aisle and you see a young man and a young woman. One of them has a shopping cart. The other one has a backpack that is seemingly overflowing with $20 bills. Like she's constantly trying to like pick up bills
Yes.
and put
Not
them back
suspicious
Steve,
at all.
Steve just
Ah,
glances
yes.
at Damien and Donovan.
in. The man.
Coincidentally, Damien's wallet is bulging with $100 bills.
Fair enough.
Because he's carrying $8
Well,
grand.
that's
on it.
shopping
Steve
cart's
pants.
mine now.
Damien's pants are just always bulging.
The shopping cart.
Well, in multiple ways.
Oh,
Yes.
The shopping cart has what looks to be an Abibdos tracksuit,
Abibdos?
and just like some groceries.
Oh yes, a beeb dose.
The man is of roughly average build and height. He is wearing a blue Abibdos tracksuit, and he has hundreds of patches of flowers that are put
God.
onto the tracksuit.
He's
they're
Russian.
usually stitched in. Furthermore, he is covered in jewelry, like everything. Like, earrings, there's like 3 different crowns haphazardly stacked on each other. There's like bling all over.
Bling, bling
bracelets,
boy.
circlets.
Bling bling.
Da-
That's a
Damien
bling
crosses
bling
his
man.
arms and raises an eyebrow. Wow.
Let
the
me
stand
guess.
user could be anyone.
I have to describe the other one first.
Let me guess.
Oh, no.
Let me guess. He listens to hard bass.
Probably.
It's
Or
a young
classical.
woman. It's a young woman, probably around the same age as the man. She's a little taller than average, but she is one of the skinniest people you've ever seen.
Oh, good.
She's wearing a shirt for a death metal band, but the letters are so like death metal-y that you can't even decipher what they're meant to say.
Right.
As
yeah.
a good
Um,
death metal t-shirt should.
She's wearing a set of ripped jeans and a large black furry blanket with
She's a furry!
Oh,
Sorry, continue.
with a white trim. It's it looks like it resembles like a king's cape, and she's wearing a small tiara with a diamond in the center.
Wow.
These guys could
the
not
stand
be-
user could
Exactly.
be anyone.
Is Clementine really having
The
an
man,
issue with
which
these two?
the man, which you assume to be Rose, looks over at you. Ah, hello, gentlemen and lady. I would like to greet you all. We are members of the Beating Heart organization, and we just want to say hello. We are commandeering items from the store. Would you like to assist us in this endeavor?
You're
one-
very discreet. Yes.
Which one's the lady?
Lloyd's gonna put a finger up to them and just go like,
Sterling.
I would assume Sterling.
Oh,
yeah.
right. I
The-
forgot
the
Sterling. I thought someone confused Lloyd's hair for a moment again.
Lloyd is mummy
Lloyd's
up.
wearing a cloak. Looks like hair.
Was that a yes? Hello.
Yes. You're very discreet. I trust you wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Let's just go along with
In
it.
fact, if you could pass me some of those 20s, I could definitely help.
You are just
Brilliant. He
You
pulls
already-
out a wad of the 20s from the bag, walks over to you. As you do, he smells really, really nice. It's like every single good flower that you smelled blended into something combined with what Grandma's cookies used to smell like.
Vanilla extra.
It's beautiful.
Damien visibly recoils from the smell, but definitely accepts the money.
Donovan.
How much money was it? I am keeping this.
It's a wad of 20s, so it's $140.
Donovan really quickly pipes up.
Sorry, $140.
As a pickpocket, you are a disgrace to all criminals.
Hey! I'm not a criminal.
Yes.
With my power, I am the king of this world. An organization has graciously made me their head. And so here I am, just letting everyone know what is mine.
Yeah, but this organization
the
wants you to chill the fuck
I'm the
down.
head of an organization. Can't you tell by the 3 crowns I'm wearing?
Head up your ass.
You look like you
That's
got...
awfully rude of you.
It
looks like you got-
I don't know, guys. He seems pretty regal.
He doesn't seem
Oh,
like
no.
anything out of the ordinary.
In fact, you're so regal that I think you're the most charitable person out there. I bet you would give away money to the person standing closest to you right now.
He takes the backpack and hands it to the woman next to him.
Shit.
Anything for my queen, and the woman there is just like...
I've echolocated a few crowns in my time. This one feels like it's cardboard from the Burger King down the road.
Why do you need to echolocate? You're not a bat, silly.
He's got a point. Come on, Lloyd. Just see.
You're wearing a very silly Halloween mask. Could I take a look at it?
You touch this and I'll make sure each of your fingers are broken.
Oh, I'm so scared. What are you going to do? Put me to a guillotine? Oh.
Donovan makes this guillotine construct.
You cannot do that.
Why
I
not?
feel like that's a few too many moving parts.
It's
It
not
doesn't
that...
have to be moving parts. You can just make it resemble a guillotine.
Fair enough.
You want to do that?
Purely for style points and flavor, yes.
He shrieks and...
Does he perhaps drop the money?
No, she's holding the money now.
Are you familiar with the French Revolution?
Steve is going to use switch as a bonus action. Well, I guess we're not in combat. To Act 1 and make himself invisible and just take the bag
You're making yourself
to
invisible to which one?
Roseman.
Okay. The woman very clearly sees you approaching.
Yeah,
and
the
just
woman's
like,
the one holding the bag.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
He makes the
She can
guillotine
see I didn't
disappear.
know
He's-
she-
he's done
yeah,
with that
I didn't
bit.
know
She's
she would
holding
care
the
or not.
bag.
Okay, she seems like she doesn't care, so I didn't know if she would care or not.
She
But
doesn't want you to take the stack of $20 bills that she has.
fair enough. Okay,
Guillotine goes
I
away.
don't do any of that.
Okay. Well, I'm afraid that if you're French, I can't really have that. I hate French people.
I
They
am not
ruin France.
That is true.
racist.
Donovan, you didn't tell me you were French.
I'm not.
I'm not
Are you
racist.
sure about that?
French people aren't human, first off.
Lloyd,
You
you're
know
French?
what?
He's got a good point.
If you're French, just hand over the Frenchmen, and then the rest of us can all get along.
All right, in exchange for the Frenchman, we would request the money.
No!
Fair enough.
Out of character, everyone says I look French. You have a problem when your nickname...
really?
Yes, you have a problem when your nickname becomes Frenchy in German class!
I was referencing Donovan Halen. Chill.
It was mostly just a guillotine
Yeah, it
joke.
was the guillotine. That
I
was
know,
really-
I'm just bringing up something that actually happened to me.
Fair enough.
Diamond bringing back repressed memories.
All right, well, hand me the Frenchie, and then I'll take care of him, dispose of him in a proper manner.
Okay, Dave pushes Donovan over there.
Hi.
All right.
Lloyd's gonna discreetly use Master of Puppets, just push him back on our side.
Nope.
Hey,
Nope,
wait.
I stop him.
Okay.
Hello.
All right. Well,
Hello, it is I, the famous fighting Frenchman.
you will be fighting no longer. Assistant, could I have a drum roll, please?
Davian.
How do you?
Damn it! I love that part.
Florence pulls out a small snare drum from the backpack and just...
Lloyd's gonna ready his pistol just inside his jacket.
I am introducing...
Donovan Halen unsheathed his rapier
You
umbrella.
hear off in the distance, like what sounds to be a gunshot. Bam! The great! Bam! King! Bam! The royalty! Bam, bam, bam! Rose Hurley and his stand! Boom! Sugar, we're going down! You hear a bunch of movement as thousands of grains of sugar fly up in front of him, form into a stand, and crystallize. It's made of pure white. It's jagged on the edges to resemble crystals in the edges. It looks like a stocky man in a hazmat suit, but instead of having a filter where the hazmat suit would be, it's a proboscis, like from a butterfly.
I have an idea.
That's awesome.
Damien takes one of the wine tokens he has, uses OK Go to flick it up to the sprinkler system in the ceiling, and pours water onto the stand.
Oh my god!
Wouldn't it just go through?
No, it's the coin.
What? No, I mean the water.
It's sugar. This is an enhancement.
It is an enhancement, I would assume. Okay. That should work then.
Wow, alright.
Donovan senses this and opens his umbrella.
Okay then. The water starts to come down, and it actually cascades off the surface of it. Ah! You fool! My stand isn't just made of sugar.
Is it made of going down?
No.
It's definitely going down.
Yeah. Hey, I thought you all were here to help me.
I'm here to help you loot from the store, but
Assistant, I'm pretty sure that these 5, I forgot there was a woman there, need our
Alright,
attention.
now that's a bit
We
much.
were,
I don't know,
before
I
things
think-
escalate,
Yeah.
we were sent by Clementine.
Yeah.
We're just gonna reveal that now, eh?
Yeah, we're gonna help you guys, because he told us to.
You were sent by a fruit.
Agent.
Man wearing the Halloween mask, I don't think you're very, intelligent. Let's let the adults deal with this. You seem like
I'm pretty intelligent. I'm pretty intelligent.
The fruit man, like he was talking about, he told us to help you. We're part of the same organization. Let us help you.
Now Lloyd is really gripping on his pistol.
Donovan Halen
I
sighs.
don't know, you're gonna have to let me kill that Frenchman.
Soccer.
That's fine with us.
Soccer blue.
Alright, come over here. He has his stand. Alright, come over here, and he's gonna use his stand's proboscis. It's gonna shoot out, and you're gonna have to make a grapple check. Everybody else roll initiative.
Okay.
I did ready my pistol.
I know you readied your pistol. Yes, you'll get to fire a shot off your pistol.
Except I rolled a nat 20 for initiative.
You also get a surprise round. Everyone's getting a surprise round today. No one gets to be cool except Damien. This week on the Bystanders.
Look, you allowed me to ready my
What are you
pistol.
talking about? Lloyd's being cool
I'm
shit too.
completely messing with
I will say, I'm kind of disappointed that the water sprinkler thing didn't do anything.
Initiative is based on your actual character, not your stand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I rolled a 12 for that grapple check.
That was a smart thing, but he's made out of one unified crystal, not a bunch of particles.
Right. Fair enough.
I rolled a 12 for the
I'm
grapple
gonna use
check.
my inspiration real quick.
Oh, for the grapple
You're
check?
using your inspiration on.
Wait, hold on.
Tree.
Wait,
You just don't want to go last
I
again.
really don't want to go
Fair
last
enough.
again.
what do I add to a grapple check?
If I roll a
Can I add-
one, I'm
can I add
gonna
strength or
reroll.
power?
You can do either. Whichever is higher.
14.
There we
Wait,
go.
no,
That's
hold
good.
on.
You can use your dex or your precision
Oh, that's better.
when you're contesting a grapple check.
18.
Actually, wait, no. For this specific ability, it is a grapple check.
18.
18?
Wait, what else do I add? That's the D20 roll, precision.
Let me make a
Nothing.
grapple check.
You're not proficient in.
I'm not
that,
proficient in
so-
anti-grapple.
Okay, yeah. The proboscis shoots forward, and you are just able to kind of get out of the way. It shoots back, boom, goes back into the.
Hey, now I thought it was funny when we were talking about killing him, but I don't want to actually kill him.
Yeah, neither
Oh!
I got a dirty 20.
20 for.
do. Oh, I gotta roll initiative now.
And I'm
17.
well, you heard.
Yeah.
17.
So we get 2 surprise rounds, and then Damien goes before Lloyd because Nat.
Initiative
Yeah.
is 12.
12 for speed. That'll 3 separate initiative things.
3. Oh, right.
Three.
Sterling.
Uh-oh.
Because
Well-
Sterling.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Sterling's gonna be less.
Oh, since I avoided getting the Buskus, Donovan's gonna like wheel back on his singular Healy, which Phyllis kept on him, and just whoosh, back to everyone else.
Perfection. Alright, now that I've written everything down, we can start the initiative order. That's going to be Lloyd first because he prepped it as a reaction. Lloyd, are you going to gun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Time.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Was it?
Time for gun. Who are you gonna try to hit?
Dude who's threatening us with his stand.
Completely valid.
No, I'm just gonna shoot the bag of money.
Stomps.
That's not a bad idea.
Uh-oh.
I'm thinking I'm gonna use
Let's
inspiration
see,
to
if
realize
I-
my wiener size.
No. No.
If I was the DM, I would allow that.
Well, you're not.
How does 18 fare?
18 against Rose?
Yes.
Yeah, you hit a stand.
You good?
Oh!
How
And
hard
that's the
are they
opening
hitting?
shot
That was water.
that I infused.
Yeah. Well, you hit his. Well, it's an enhancement. So.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you hit
okay.
his stand, AC, probably.
Cool. It wouldn't matter what kind of damage it deals. It still deals damage.
Oh, hot. Let's see. That's going to be
Is this the
D6.
first enhancement we fought?
No, GW was.
GW is enhancement.
Right, we just instantly killed him.
So
Alright.
is Abel?
2 plus
No.
Range.
Oh, Abel's range, right.
7 damage.
7 damage. Wallop.
Is blinding light a little
Bang!
metal?
You hit him. It
Blinding
bounces
Light's
off the
ability.
stand. It's not even enough to break through his resistance.
No, blinding light.
That's fine. It,
Oh, you're right.
It dented his
Damian Drake is going to unsheath Blood Rain and bring it down using his ability.
That is a.
What does adding the weight onto it with his ability do again? From me damage wise, I don't remember.
How much are you adding?
I can add 75 pounds now.
Are you attacking him or his stand?
I'm attacking his stand. It's enhancement, so it doesn't matter.
I'll let you
That's
give
true.
an additional 3d4 on the damage if you can land it.
Okay.
Oh!
But that costs a stand energy.
Right. Okay, so that is
I'm gonna do the deed.
15 hit.
15 to hit. That
Yes.
hits a stand.
Okay.
You're
Cool.
welcome.
So, now
So-
yeah.
That is
46 plus
46 plus
3d4.
3d4. So, oh, hang on, let me bring out the calculator.
Some damage.
So that, okay.
See, this is
Right.
exactly what it's like playing an assassin rogue.
Yeah.
D4. Come on. Come on, Rambo.
It honestly gets to the point where if you're fighting low enough people, the DM just lets you get the kill. Because even your lowest rolls might kill.
Against the zombies, it was
That is going to be
Critical hit.
21 slashing damage plus 4, so 25 slashing damage.
25 slashing.
With blood rain. Damn.
Yeah, I like the sword.
Alright.
That was my surprise round.
Yeah. You hit him hard. He takes some damage, but he's still up and he's still swinging.
So, it is my turn now, right?
It is your turn now.
So, Damien's going to let go of Blood Rain and leave the sword in him, and then take OK Go and punch up on the sword to shove it out.
You can punch through it as well. That'd be cool.
Okay.
Is it like in him or the shoulder going down?
It's in the stand.
Got it.
That is. Wow.
That's going to be a 22 to hit.
That's direct.
Okay. And that is going to be... Oh, actually it was 23 to hit, but I don't think that matters. Something tells me. So that's going to be 14 stand bludgeoning.
Bam!
And I don't know if you're going to add anything for the sword being ripped out of him, but, you know.
Have the sword back, and he has been injured. He
Yeah,
has
he
been injured.
catches the sword with his stand and resheathes it as a
Do you have your
bonus
shield
action.
up?
Yes. Okay, Go came out with the shield. I should have said, when he summoned the stand, that his wings fold out and OK Go comes out holding the shield
That's
of
cool.
him.
Oh, so OK Go is like an airplane bringing on an actual guardian angel.
Sure, yeah. We'll go with that.
Let's go.
That's what I picture.
Oh,
when
that
I-
was my first attack.
Yes, I know. Yes.
So for my next attack, I'm just gonna beat him in the head
Just with your fist?
with OK Go's fist.
Wait. How many?
You had a
I
surprise.
had a surprise round.
Oh! Oh no!
Okay, that's just going to be 15 to hit.
Stand hit.
Okay, cool. And that
My
is going
favorite
to
stand.
be...
Okay, cool.
I hate you. That is going to be 13 stand bludgeoning.
Wallop. You are hitting this guy harder than...
Ooh, I'm feeling good today. It's a good day to fight.
My stand. It's
Then again,
cool.
isn't every
It's
day
just
a good day
OK
to
Go.
fight?
Just-
Exactly. Good job, Steve.
Day
Two. Fight! Thank you, darling.
Lloyd, I pass to you.
Lloyd, it is your turn.
Why, thank you, Donovan.
That's not the
Damien.
one. There you go.
Huh?
Right.
Sorry. Sorry.
he doesn't even notice.
22 hours of just straight up being awake does something to your
Just
brain.
do funny man stuff. Go.
Funny man
He
stuff.
who chains go burr.
Yes, they do. How do they go, Bird? How?
Actually, first Lloyd is actually going to try to talk down the situation.
Okay, you'll have to roll for that,
Right.
and that'll take your action.
Lloyd being the diplomatic one. Okay.
I actually have an increased charisma.
You will have to
True.
manage.
Damien does not have good
Alright,
charisma.
well,
Yeah, we're in combat, so.
you know what? If I'm having... Bullets tend to do a lot better. I'm going to use chains and try to grapple him.
You're gonna grapple Rose, the man.
No.
Yeah, grapple the other one. We don't know what she does.
I'm grabbing the chick.
Okay, make an intelligence saving throw.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
Lloyd implodes.
Nope, I don't. 6.
Lloyd, you blink, and suddenly,
Wait,
where Florence was, everything goes quiet around you. Like, there's no sound. And then you hear a voice calling from the darkness, one that you haven't heard for years. Hey, is that you? You recognize it as the voice of your brother.
Oh, fuck.
is that 2 L?
Would you still like to continue
No, that would be
your
his
grapple?
dad.
Hold on, now I have to think about my character for a moment.
Oh.
Everything else is silent around you. You can only hear his voice.
Lloyd's going to attempt to shake away this feeling and continue trying to grapple.
Okay, make another intelligence. Well, actually, see if you can grapple first.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. They're gonna contest it just because
No.
you're not going to
No!
believe this.
No!
Did you
No.
roll a natural 20?
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh
You
my
gotta roll
god. Do you have
again
to
now.
reroll now?
This is the second time this has
No,
happened.
now we get to add our modifiers. So
Okay, see, last session you had rerolls, even though I said that you should add your modifiers instead.
well, I've learned from my mistakes.
okay.
Congratulations.
Plus
a
9
real-life
is my
character
mod.
arc.
Okay. That's gonna be. And they're gonna use that to contest it. So that's gonna be. Let me add.
You have a 0 to strength in your deck?
Okay, what did you say it was to you?
Let's see, it's plus 9.
So 39? That does not beat a 41. You get another.
How do I...
You get another.
I get
grapple
natural
roll if you
20s
want.
and then they get contested by another 20s.
I was just as shocked as you were. You get another attack though.
Fine.
You grapple again?
I will grapple, actually.
Go ahead and roll.
Does he have to do the intelligence save again?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We're gonna find out.
What did you roll?
21.
Nope, that is not successful. She is able to block it. And now everyone else can see the stand that Florence has summoned. It is a stand with completely clear skin that resembles glass. It has a skeleton that resembles polished mahogany wood inside of it. And inside the torso, you can see complicated mechanisms as well as like mechanical bones and sinews going down.
That's really cool. Just saying that.
Okay,
It
cool.
is.
Furthermore, bubbles go up through it on an occasion, implying that it's made of fluid. And there is a plaque on the chest stating the name of the stand, what you assume to be, in beautiful cursive, labeled "The End of Love."
Never heard of it? Love it.
It's a good song. I can send it to you.
Okay. Cool. It'll be on the official Bystanders playlist on the 3 Scared Men YouTube
It
channel.
will. Okay, and that's pretty much your turn. Your brother's asking for you. Hey, man, I'm trapped.
I'll update it.
Can you help me? I gotta get out of here. And now it is Rose's turn.
Wowie.
Rose is going to actually no.
he just tunnel vision towards the Frenchman.
Rose is going to go forward and attack you.
Shocking.
She walks forward. Roll an intelligence save. No, sorry, not Rose. It's not. It is Rose's turn.
Huh?
Rose is going to try to attack the Frenchman. Okay, so that's going to be make either acrobatics or athletics. You can use your scan to substitute in for
Which
dex.
which one's Dex?
Acrobatics, you can have your precision modifier.
Got it. 13. I think I have that right.
Nope. It
Solid.
grabs onto you
Up.
and from from several meters away and instantly pulls you in.
Hi.
Furthermore,
Oh, I don't say hi. That's...
make
hello there.
either a Constitution or Durability saving throw.
Cool.
What have you rolled?
if I use durability, do I get to add my stand proficiency?
Are you proficient in Constitution saves normally?
No.
No.
7.
Okay, you gain a level of exhaustion.
Pause.
Oh!
He's sucking out your sugar.
Yeah, you actually feel
your blood
and he
sugar.
cackles. My ability makes it so that I can take the glucose from your molecules. It's such an important
That's really
thing
cool.
that seems so trivial to everyone else. The stand also grows.
Hey, Michael,
I don't hear
I
any of this,
don't
do I?
suppose you.
No, you don't hear anything.
I don't suppose you fixed how exhaustion works in the module.
How does exhaustion work?
Badly.
You'll... For this level of exhaustion, it does work slightly differently, but for now, just treat it as a level of exhaustion.
I don't know.
Yeah,
what
okay,
that
so
means.
one level of exhaustion means you have disadvantage on all ability checks and I think saving throw. No, it's
No,
just
just
that.
ability checks.
Cool.
Every ability check you have disadvantage on. And if it's like normal D&D, that's until you get a long rest, and if you get a long rest, it only removes one level of exhaustion, not all of it, which I think is completely stupid.
It is kind
Oh.
of busted.
This is cool. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, you're
to be
not
fair,
doing
in
super hot.
normal D&D,
I'm actually I'm used
get
to this. I
exhaustion
stay
if you're
up late a
barbarian.
lot. I just
Alright.
Or if you
I got
stay up.
exhaustion as a warlock last session that I played, and it sucked. It
You
still
have
sucks.
been-
Still
have
happens.
sucked.
How did you get
is it
exhaustion?
my turn yet?
I drank from
No.
the magical fountain more than once.
Well, that's
It is,
get it.
That's one
Couldn't
reason
read it.
that
Like,
like
my
I wanna
character
know-
can't read.
Would love to know whose turn it is.
No, Rose is still has his turn. Rose is going to, or Sugar, we're going down. He's going to take a swing at Damien.
Am I still attached?
So that's going to be,
Oh,
you're still
It's
you're
taking a-
hanging off of the proboscis.
That's
It's
awesome.
Like,
where's
Oh, God,
where,
that's-
from where?
it's
I
like
hate
attached
that.
to your chest, like form something around you, like clasping you.
I hate
I
that.
am not a
Yeah.
fan of this.
That's going. That's not a very good roll on their part. 17 to hit.
That does not beat my AC. I block it with my tower shield.
Clang. Nice. Very, very good.
I knew this thing would come in handy.
Donovan.
Okay, go flexes after having blocked
So
it.
there's several things you can do. You can try to use your action to try to escape the grapple. You can attack.
I
you
have-
can do whatever you like.
An idea. Donovan Halen is going to completely shut his mouth. From after a second, you hear some noises from out of the mouth. How dark would you say the inside of my mouth is?
There's
Go
no light
on.
in there.
Let's go D8. Go on.
D8. So from that mouth, back mouth did it come out with something very small, because I'm afraid it might hit me, and you're gonna try to cut off the proboscis.
That's sick.
Comes out like a little like pocket knife, pretty much, or like
Yeah.
a dagger or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and
That's-
roll an attack roll for that. Then.
That's really cool. I like that.
All right. All right. I'm gonna use an inspiration
That's
on that. I want
that's
this to work.
completely like JoJo bullshit.
yeah,
without
do take
that-
do take a point of inspiration. By
with-
the way,
with-
that is really cool.
All right.
hear that.
I'm gonna
Just keep it the same.
one second. Before I use that point of inspiration, I want to see how much this adds up. So I can use precision to hit. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So
Well, if you're creating an object, you have to use that, and so you have to use your.
You have to use your
Yes.
dexterity.
Well, you are
You're using a
proficient.
weapon.
I'm proficient in dexterity. Yes. So that's
You're looking for dex-based martial weapons.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm mostly looking for.
There's a throwing knife.
You can use throwing knives as melee weapons if you want.
Then I will use that tiny throwing knife.
All right.
And it's dex
It's a
based if you
D6.
want.
Here's some
All right. So
damage.
that.
If you want D6 slashing, you can use a throwing axe, but I don't know if you're gonna have that in your mouth.
Yeah. I'm just gonna use my inspiration on that because I do want this to work.
Piercing damage.
Go.
I rolled the exact same thing twice.
That's
So-
unfortunate.
All right. So that's plus dex.
Plus proficiency.
Will a 15 hit this stand?
It will hit the stand.
Yeah! Will it cut off the proboscis then?
Or at least,
Well,
or at least
you-
injure him to retracting it.
You just stated that the mouth is D8.
What?
You stated, how dark would you say my mouth was, did you say?
He said D8, yeah.
It's a damage.
I have 3 of those.
Okay, I don't know what that means. This proboscis is like the hardest part of the stand. It also has like pincers that come out of it that are wrapped around you.
Oh,
Okay.
that's cool.
And like it's actively repairing itself with damage that it's being dealt to.
Alright, well, let's see how much damage do with the 3d8 that you said how dark my mouth was.
Okay. If you attack the stand directly, you'll still get damage to it.
Yeah, that's the point.
The proboscis isn't really.
Cool.
It heals too quickly. Right?
Alright, that is a 7 stand throwing knife out.
Yeah, it's piercing.
Piercing.
You gotta do dex, Mom? I mean, you gotta do dex.
Yeah. Wait, to damage?
Yes.
Yes.
I've been playing D&D wrong for at least a year now.
This is a module thing.
Oh.
No,
this is a
that's an
D&D
actual
thing.
thing. Yeah, that's an actual thing.
10!
Yeah,
That's a lot better.
Slashing damage.
yeah, you had the modifier.
I
for
should have been
weapons
dealing
based on-
so much more damage.
Yeah.
He takes that damage. He's hurt by it. He doesn't like it.
Does the proboscis
That's
come
like
off,
one of
though?
the that's what makes
Dang.
Hexblade Warlocks so cool because they can add their charisma mods to their damage instead of strength.
Yeah,
Lawrence,
it's kind of.
how am I DMing this
Isn't
game?
there also an invocation where you can add your, I think it's charisma modifier to your Eldritch Blast?
Yes.
Yes.
It's called Agonizing.
Agonizing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have that on Dorian.
So
That's
Florence
okay.
sees.
Well, I thought that would
you
work.
Have been attacking Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Florence walks forward, and as soon as she gets within melee range of you, make an intelligence saving throw.
I am proficient in that.
I'm not.
So that is an 18.
15. Okay. You feel a little woozy, a little funny. Your hearing starts to go off for a second, but then you're able to get track.
Oh boy, I didn't like that.
Florence is within the melee range of you. She is going to walk forward, and she is going to just absolutely wallop Damien.
Okay.
16 to hit.
Nope.
All right.
Blocks it with the tower shield. Okay, go flexes.
Okay. Second attack. That's going to be a little better. 25
That's going to hit him.
directly. All right. And let's see, where are you, my beautiful, beautiful baby child? There you are. Boom. Bubble. 11 stand bludgeoning.
Okay.
Okay. I understand ouchie damage.
Big ouchie damage, yep. Well, can you stop shaking the table, please?
I was erasing.
Stand AC is position and speed, yes?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Make sure.
Steve!
Hi. I've just been sort of here watching all this go on.
Help!
Do you want to
Yeah.
show off your new ability?
Yeah, I would love to. Which one of them is... How are these two individuals in their stand looking?
Have I taken any damage yet, or am I just grappled?
Rose looks... yeah.
Yeah, you have.
Rose's stand is currently grappling Dominic.
Hey, help.
And he is not looking super great. If I had to give an adjective to describe him, I'd say he's doing about half good.
Okay. Whoa.
Intense.
Dave-
And what about End of Love lady?
She has not taken a single scratch.
Okay. As much as I want to help you, Donovan, I also feel like we will see my ability. It'll help us in the long term against the lady who hasn't taken any damage yet. So,
Okay.
I trust you'll be okay. And I am going to Superstition, Act 2. And then it's just like... And, I'm going to say, Superstition, Act 2, Inner Visions. And it's going to, rush at End of Love.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay, I'm proficient.
Wow, I feel out of place.
Ooh.
You want
I might
join,
use inspiration. I
you
don't
want to join the
do
bad
not
trip
wanna-
gang?
I don't want to join the bad trip gang.
Me and the boys in the bad trip game.
I don't like the bad trip pool.
You got
Okay,
advantage.
yeah,
That's
6.
the-
6 plus... So that's 10.
This woman suddenly turns into your mom.
You stop.
She is swaddled in a blanket. She's carrying her mug. She's coughing. She looks even sicker than usual. Steve? Everything else goes silent around you. You can only
Mom?
hear her voice.
What?
What are you doing here? I thought you said that you'd be staying safe.
What?
Do you
we're
still
just,
wish to try to?
We're just Can Steve see through this and go for it anyway?
That was what the save was for, I think.
Yeah.
No.
You know that it's. You know subconsciously that it is an illusion, but it's so convincing that it.
To go ahead and continue with it would be like a degradation of my character almost.
Not necessarily. You can attack it, but you feel like if you attack, there's going to be some adverse effects.
I see.
You can try though.
I don't like this stand. This
Yeah.
stand hurts.
Oh, no.
I need a nappy. I need...
Oh, you're evil.
Okay.
I'm so evil.
Yeah.
I know.
Steve is
what-
just gonna.
Oh.
And Super
Glad I
backs off
solidified my
slightly.
backstory and told Michael about
You
it.
just come back up.
yeah, I'm glad I told Michael about my
As
backstory
Steve-
last night.
As Steve,
You're so evil.
As Act 2 backs away, you feel a little more clear-headed. You can make the save at the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Again, and see if you try to succeed. But she still looks like your mom. What do you want to do? Do you want to attack Rose instead? What do you think?
Oh, if I can, absolutely.
You can.
Yeah. Okay. So, superstition, intervisions, and then it turns around and goes for a wallop on, if at all possible, Rose directly.
Rose directly.
Okay.
That was Damien Tommy. That was weird. Don't know why he changed targets like that, but I
Don't-
trust his judgment.
alright
It's
on
fine.
that?
It's fine.
What's
Don't
your-
worry about
what's
it.
your stand, DC?
Stand DC. Isn't he currently sucking Donovan off?
Well,
Yes.
he needs to roll against your DC.
Okay. Mine
Yeah,
is
that's what I'm
for
saying.
with Act 2
Steven
active.
Scary
it's
has not
50.
said no homo yet. I don't know.
Okay. Do your thing.
Doing my thing.
Okay. So first
I don't like that how that sounds, but I'm
First off, the
continuing.
damage, I assume.
Well, first I have to roll a hit. So, superstition going for a wallop.
Well, this is you usually roll the save after you hit them, like actually. But
Well, this is just
we'll
2
just
hits,
count that as
and it doesn't hit. It's a 2.
Take a swing. Miss.
Yeah.
Do you not have enough speed to make 2 attacks?
I do. I do have another attack. I'm
You
an
wanna
idiot.
make another attack?
As Act 2, I do have 2 attacks. I'm not used to that. Okay.
Okay.
It misses 1 and goes in for another.
What next? At Act 3, you have 3 attacks?
Oh! Not 20.
Oh!
Okay.
So hold on, let me see if they make the save. Roll double the damage dice.
Do they make the save for
I
interview?
think
No, they don't.
I think he just rolled a nat 1 or something.
So
Not
that
that one.
does that
Not-
include also the intervisions damage?
Yes, the intervision damage is also doubled.
Man, why can't I?
Oh no!
that-
This thing did like 48 last time we saw it.
No,
Why
that,
can't we? Why
it wasn't
can't
that
I
much,
get
but-
nat 20s that aren't
and
contested?
that's not
with
even
20s?
including the ability. The ability. This guy's toast. So
This guy's
it goes for a
toast.
wallop, and let's see damage. So for base, it's
You want some extra die?
as much as I think I got it. Thank you. Okay. So this could take a second.
Keep the
Act 3,
bludgeoning-
just roll every single dice you have in a
keep
set,
the
and you add up the
damage the stand deals and the psychic damage separate.
Okay.
For a reason.
Sure. And then. So that is.
Can you roll like?
So that is going to be 9 stand bludgeoning and 13 stand psychic damage. And then he's also now under intervision's effect.
Okay. So first off,
You'll see.
oh, 9 stand bludgeoning. Bring down to that. And then how much? Psychic
13
damage?
stand psychic.
Well, you think it's 13.
Oh.
But you actually notice that when you hit him, he's actually much easier than normal to manipulate. You actually deal double the psychic damage to him, so he instead takes 26.
He's an enhancement.
His psyche is a little fragile. So you hit him, and he just starts like shrieking, like he goes and he starts vibrating. And
I also-
you can
That's
also
pretty
use your
useful.
ability.
And I think I'm just gonna from now on consider this as a bonus action. I didn't write it down, but as a bonus action, Steve is then. What is around Steve?
Well, you're in a supermarket aisle. You are currently in the chips aisle. So there's some chips. There's some
Oh,
cookies.
are there Ditos?
Chocolate McBookie's buoy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna whisper to you and see if I can do this first.
Oh god.
Oh frick.
Party secrecy.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm so excited.
Okay. Steve is going to walk over to a package of cookies, kind of like the Chips Ahoy over there. Rip it open.
Excuse me, they're chippers?
Sorry, my bad. Rip it open, grab a cookie. As he grabs it, there's this sort of purple effect around it, and you just hear
Damn, it's not snack time!
you just hear him say, touch. And then he bites the cookie.
The whole thing, or just like half of it?
Just half of it.
Rose immediately shrieks and his legs go limp and he falls to the ground. He's still like around and conscious, but his legs have gone completely slack.
Oh. You guys want to know? Basically,
What the hell just happened?
Basically, can I go ahead and explain this?
Yeah, go ahead.
The way Intervisions works is it does the psychic damage, and then afterward, if Steve touches an item, he can swap the senses of that item with whoever he touches.
Ooh!
So I swapped his touch sense with the cookie, and he felt what I did to the cookie.
That is so cool!
That's super fucking cool. Intervisions, nuts.
You are my spirit.
That is the perfect way to make a woman happy.
Intervisions
Intervisions. Intervisions during intercourse.
And also, Intervisions, just for clarification, is a Stevie Wonder album. That's
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, that is really cool.
Touches
Okay.
a vat of awful garbage taste.
Touch is gonna be
Sterling
really.
just
Oh, yeah, there
kind
we go.
of stands there and blinks for a bit. She's like, wow, there's a lot going on. Okay. Sterling is going to...
There is a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
Something funny. There you go.
Sterling is going to... Donovan, you took some damage, right?
No.
Right, you should roll with
The crystallization of the server going down, like, disintegrate a little, and I'm because of enhancement.
Well, it was one big crystal, so I
Yeah.
don't really see how that would happen. Maybe
Oh,
it's
does it not
fractal?
have legs?
What do you... Oh, no, the legs didn't dissolve, they've just gone slack.
Oh, I'm talking about
The stand, yes, but it's still holding on to it.
Oh, I see.
Okay, Sterling is going to take one of her balls and she's going to throw it at Damien, and Damien is going to gain... That's not really good, is it?
I think,
What very good is it?
Sterling has given you 7 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
And then the ball
65.
returns back to her hand. Okay, starting back at the top of the initiative order with Damien!
Damian Drake!
Mr. Drake.
Mr. Drake.
Alright, Mr. Drake.
Mr. Drake.
Mr. Drake.
Mr. Drake is, not a fan of the weird mental effect that the chick had on him. So he is going...
Yeah, that's right.
That is,
So
that
he
is
is going-
to affect you.
No. But it made him dizzy, and he saw that you two are quite out of it. He's a little worried about it. You seem to be handling him just fine. So, Damien's going to use a melee barrage on Florence.
Okay, you're within melee range. Go ahead and make another intelligence save.
Alright.
Oh.
I'm gonna use an inspiration.
If you failed, I desperately just wanted to be like a bug.
Okay. That's a 25.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And now I'm gonna do my melee barrage.
oh god.
Okay.
You rolled a 1.
Go ahead.
Ooh.
Oh wait, it's top of initiative, so everybody get your stuff back.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, cool.
I didn't actually get hit.
11.
11.
That's better. 15.
Hold on, let me so 11, you said 15.
Yep. Whoa. 24.
Okay.
Math. 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
23.
One of my favorite moments from the first session was when
Is that
failed-
5 or 4? 5. Okay.
You got 2 directs and 2 stands.
Okay.
I assume the 11 was not a hit.
I'm gonna do the 2 stands first. That's 8 is 17 stand bludgeoning. Oh wait, do I have my no? Yeah. The other stand hit is 19 stand bludgeoning.
19 stand bludgeoning. Okay. Oh, the other stand hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now for the 2 directs.
Okay.
16 stand bludgeoning.
Okay.
And 18 stand bludgeoning.
Ooh. You hit her several times and she is no longer looking so hot.
Go, 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 go!
You hit her 5 times. Bam, 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 bam.
I only hit her 4 times. You said 2 stand hits and 2
You
directs.
attack 4 times and hit her 4. You attack
Yeah.
5 times and hit 4.
Right.
5 times, yes. And that's all for your turn. Lloyd.
Oh, am I still?
You're still under
Yep.
the effects.
Okay.
You can still smell, you can smell Rose. He smells incredibly pungent, but in like a good way. Fragrant. Fragrant is the word I'm looking for.
You
So
also
can,
smell lots of fear from being crunched. That's all.
You can smell, oh, that's such a, oh yeah.
This smelling here legitimate.
It's a
Touch.
caramel,
Eats
it's
the
not
whole
real.
cookie.
Yeah. It was more of a joke.
That's a very cool and clever ability. I don't think I would ever come up with something like that.
It was actually Michael that came up with it, but
That makes sense.
yeah.
Mike would come up with back and back ability too. He's good at it.
I had a different ability in mind. I can go ahead and
Lloyd's
say
gonna
it 'cause
recall Master of Puppets first and
Bring
foremost.
it back, sounds good.
I can go ahead and say it because it's not like gonna be used. But the original ability for Act 2 was gonna be he would punch a victim. Oh, there you go. He would punch a victim,
wait.
and they would
I have 5
perceive
clips,
that they
not
were like
6.
10 meters away from where they actually were.
Oh, that would be weird.
Yeah.
Third person mode.
Yeah.
They end up.
But we
They
decided
end
it
up
would be a little buggy, so.
I'm glad you didn't go for that because listen to this potential thing that could happen with that. They try to attack someone and accidentally hit someone who's down 10 meters away.
Oh yeah, that would be very awkward. I feel like that'd be hard to do accidentally.
That would be kind of awkward.
But it could happen.
Alright. Lloyd is going to try to grapple Rose this time.
Okay. Sounds good.
Are you right, Ty? You seem as mentally affected as your character is.
Rose is actually,
It's 7:20.
it is the start of your turn. You can make an intelligence save if you want.
Alright.
Because you're no longer within.
Nope.
Cool. You're still affected by it. You can still hear your brother talking. And you are essentially blind and deaf. You know where they are because of your sense of smell, but you don't know the exact locations. You are going to have to roll with disadvantage on anything you attempt to hit them with.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to grapple them.
Okay,
with,
so that's going to be with disadvantage.
Yeah.
What?
Nogue.
Stupid idiot dog.
Okay, please don't be any lower. Oh, you have got to be shitting me.
Oh no.
I'm hating.
Okay. Well,
Oh, so you're not shitting me.
Exactly.
Well,
I'm glad you understand.
Then he's not shitting me. You're wrong.
alright.
Wrong.
7.
No, that's wrong.
Yes.
Alright,
DR.
16.
I do have your save. I think.
Yeah.
I think I have your save.
17 is what they rolled to contested. I'm not even joking. You get another grapple though.
Man, it is fuck on Lloyd Day, isn't it?
I suppose.
Lloyd's a little annoyed right now. He's going to go in for another grapple.
This is a twist and shout.
Oh yeah, there's more twist and shouts.
Nope.
Can I
roll
twist
one?
and shout?
2.
Aw.
Hey, it's not a one.
No, I could roll a 1 actually.
Yeah, go ahead and check and see if you roll a 1.
Where'd my d20 go?
I think it went under the
Oh, I
blade.
want to twist and shout.
I wanna twist and shout and let it all out. It might be under the blanket. Oh. Oh, yeah. You got it!
It worked.
No, in my luck I will actually roll a 1. Actually worse.
Oh.
Another 2.
A 20.
Yeah, he crit. With disadvantage. That is unfortunate.
That's Lloyd's turn, I
Your
suppose.
dice do not like you.
Evidently.
What gave you that?
Rose didn't like you.
No. Fate doesn't
There.
like me.
Rose is going to use a melee barrage of her own. No.
His own.
Rose.
And
Rose is an enhancement.
yeah, he's not a power
I keep
type.
forgetting that Rose
We have
is
caught
the
that.
man.
We have caught that Florence is the power type, though.
Rose is going to force you to make another con or durability save. As a bonus action.
Oh, this is perfect.
Oh, forcing to use a bonus action. That's interesting.
Alright.
Wait, no, he's using his bonus action. You don't have to use it.
Oh, okay.
Counter durability.
Yeah, I don't want.
That's gonna be a 21.
No. Okay.
21?
Yeah.
No. What? You succeed. You're good.
Yeah,
he tries
they
to
were
suck
going
it.
to do something to you.
He tries to suck it from you, but you're able to tense your muscles up enough where it's not really able to.
Would that have given him another point of exhaustion?
Yes.
I hope to God you've changed how exhaustion works in this module.
7 points.
2 levels of exhaustion would mean that you need 2 long rests to get rid of it.
Cool. Donovan, it's your turn.
Is it 6 levels or is it 7 levels?
5 total.
Alright.
Oh, so yeah, 6
Not a
levels.
fan.
Initial.
6 level will kill you.
I'm gonna stab him again.
Go ahead.
That is a solid. 23.
Direct hit.
Stab.
I know what I'm going to do now. Fucking
Good.
genius.
Good.
I don't know
Great.
why
Wow.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Math time. 20. Stand whatever knife is. That is 20, right?
Piercing.
You.
Just right in like.
The stand tries to put up the hand to do it, but actually, as you bring it down, it pierces through the hand of the stand, and you sink the knife into his shoulder. The proboscis disintegrates off of you, and you actually feel some of the sugar enter back into your bloodstream. Both of your level of exhaustion is gone.
Oh.
All right. Rose is not unconscious.
That's my turn. Okay, good.
Yeah! Good hit!
I'm fine. Florence. Florence didn't like that.
Really?
Florence will make a naked push.
Okay.
Okay. So,
I am a little bit scared of this.
We'll be fine.
16s, 2 16s.
Nope. Blocked by the shield. Flexing.
A 30.
Okay, while he's flexing, he gets decked right in the face.
So direct.
Yeah, come on. Cool. Ah, clap.
that gives me a red hot chili pepper.
Yeah.
Oh, he's and 28.
28's also going to hit.
But won't you hit me? Won't you?
All right. That's gonna be
That was such a
You did that, didn't you?
Oh.
36 stand bludgeoning.
Ha! Okay.
Only 2 of those attacks hit.
Well, thank God
Also,
for that.
you're within its combat range. Go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw.
Despite the fact that it's not my turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Nope, you're right.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
So it has a
previously
range of
that's
2
only happened when we
It's a power
attacked
type,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that took Damien's health from 77 to 41.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Hey, how's my knife doing in this light?
It's fine. It could probably start from one more turn.
Yeah.
What's up?
You made the intelligence save last time, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good. Steve.
Hi. I'm
So,
going to roll for
Rose-
the effect.
Go ahead and roll intelligence save.
Yeah, I've made both the saves so far.
Hi, hi.
I didn't think my proficiency in the intelligence saves would ever come up.
12. Nope. Yeah. Nope. Proficiency bonus is 3, so that's 13.
Very wise man once said, "Well, you failed."
And you failed.
Nope. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey baby, you just failed.
nope.
Hey baby, you just go to standing up school because
Your
you
mom-
failed.
She still looks like my mama.
And you can't hear anything else around you.
Yo mom.
What is this? What are you, muscle man?
Your mom.
So Steve, what do you want to do?
It's just
You
like
know-
everything is black except her. Or
No,
like-
you just can't hear anything else except for her. You can see just fine. Every other sense is fine, just you hear.
So, you in particular are screwed a little more.
Yeah.
Wait. Concept. This has nothing to do with this encounter, but what would happen if you used your ability on him and
And
then
took
used
away his-
sight on something, on another creature? Could he see?
Or like if I used it on the mask.
Or something like that, yeah.
If there was another creature that had sight, yeah.
It would have to be something
Well,
that had sight.
cookies don't have nerves.
So it wouldn't be able to see anything.
Could you touch another
So it
person?
would have to be some. Yes. Oh no, it's only objects.
Just do it.
A camera.
So yeah, something like a camera. I feel like. would be-
Attach a GoPro to his face.
Just duct tape one of the cell phones to his face.
Oh my god.
In theory,
It's
I
like
could
this-
do that. Like.
Stevie Wonder teaches Lloyd how to cook. It's like doing his honest video.
Okay.
What is wrong with you guys?
So much.
Anyway,
You would have to take the
so I
psychic damage
failed
for that, but it would
in
work.
That case,
I would.
Also, I do want to clarify one thing. As the ability, and rather than that being a bonus action, I'm just gonna have that be part of the ability where I like as that action.
Yeah.
That's
You know
okay.
subconsciously that it is. You know, well, I guess it wouldn't be subconsciously. Like you know
Very
that
consciously.
it's not really your mom.
It's not my
It
mom.
wouldn't make sense, but it's a very convincing illusion.
Just makes it really hard to hit her. Maybe to make it less dependent on character, you could make it so that they have disadvantage on every attack against them. I'm not telling you how to run it though, so.
No, I have. Don't worry. About
Okay, you have it. Which I guess we haven't actually tried to do it yet. So.
I know it's not my mom. I'm gonna go for a whale.
it. Go ahead, roll hit.
Okay.
Oh.
It it might matter. Let's see. That is 27 to hit.
That's a direct hit. Go ahead and roll damage, and make another intelligence save.
know what's gonna happen here.
Guys, I can't hear you.
Intelligence save is the same as the last one.
I actually
so like
kind of
13.
hope
Yeah, so you
it
failed.
works.
Okay,
on
so-
damage.
Does it matter how much damage I do?
Yes, go ahead and roll that
Okay.
damage.
You have to be
Rolling
I know
damage.
who it
And that
is.
is also, I forgot to say, that is an inhibitions punch.
Okay.
So,
If it's Carl,
You drop
so
the
that's
ability on
really funny.
so that is going to be.
Super shotgun. That's an easy.
Nope, that's.
Yeah.
I could never hit the Doom Super Shotgun. That would be cringe. No.
Although, it's been really convenient for me to have a fist-shaped dent in my guns.
I'm doing that.
What?
Would Damien really want the Doom Marine after him?
Boom, 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 boom.
Damien would
That's
love to
going
have
to
a
be 8
drink
stand
with them.
bludgeoning, 13 stand
Well, they have to
psychic.
make an intelligence save to see if they get hit with
Oh,
psychic
duh.
damage. and
Yeah.
all that. No,
It doesn't. They succeed?
they definitely succeed.
Okay.
So you deal
so
the
that's
regular
8
damage,
stand bludgeoning.
Okay. And you failed that intelligence save, right?
Yes, I got a 13. So, oh boy. This could be fun.
With my rolls, I'm not going to attack her.
So I don't use an ability point though, which is nice. But yeah.
And maybe. Why do I have a heart comment?
Steve, it looks like you just hit your mom with your stand. And you see it, like, rip through her flesh, and you see her arm, like, fall to the ground.
I don't like
And
this.
she begins wailing uncontrollably, just, like, she's trying to wail, she's trying to scream, but she's so sick that she's not properly able to. She, like, screams with hoarseness and clutches down to the ground. You take 23 force damage.
Oh!
That would
First
do it.
off, ow. Second off, oh, I hate that.
Oh,
Yeah.
damage reflection. Oh.
27?
23.
23. I am at 7.
I see, this is
Holy-
our lover.
That nearly takes me out.
Okay, and Sterling saw...
No, I hit it.
That wasn't very good. So Sterling is, well, Sterling has seen a lot of things go down. So Sterling's going to try to heal Damien.
Okay.
Well, you have second attack. You want to attack?
I do have a second.
Do you want to?
Think about what just happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's your
damage
health?
be like-
What's your health?
it'd be really
It's 30
funny,
total,
though.
and I just took 23.
You
Sterling's
can
turn
live.
is next.
I
Could
could.
he? He just took 23 force damage.
Oh yeah, and Sterling could heal me.
It would be
if I go
really
down.
funny, though.
Also, I could stabilize you, but don't.
I'm sorry.
There are so many other damage dealers in this.
Roll the hit.
What else am I gonna do? Stand around?
Boy to
Yeah.
kill.
Yeah.
I don't want to stand around. I want to help.
That's also an action, but you've already used your first attack, so you can
Okay.
do that.
So this is 2 hits.
We're convinced
that
he's a
is
16-year-old boy to
19.
kill
Nope.
himself.
21 to hit.
I
That's
didn't convince him at all. I
stand
said,
hit.
I was
Okay.
against it actively.
Okay,
And then another intelligence saving throw.
You roll an intelligence save, and she has to roll an intelligence save.
Okay.
She fails her intelligence save.
So do I.
uh-oh.
Good. So
But do I get my attack off before I take the damage from?
Yes.
Okay. So
Well, yeah.
and I won't be able to touch anything. It's whatever. So it'll do the psychic damage, but she won't get her senses switched. Okay.
well, that's considering you go down.
Yeah, you could do it next turn. Probably.
You wanna go down?
If I don't
Roll
go down.
horrendously.
Wait, ooh, that's a good question. If I go down, does the effect on her expire?
Yes, you
All
unconscious.
stand
Okay.
effects.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making
Unless
sure.
you're like a revenge type,
Wait.
very specific thing.
Wait,
Okay.
There are very few exceptions, but those are built into the module, so unless specifically stated otherwise.
Like, it'd be kind of weird if independent types work like that.
So that is going to be 9 stand bludgeoning, 8 stand psychic.
So 9 bludgeoning, 8 psychic.
Yeah.
You hit it, and you see your mother. You clock it across the face, and the area begins to melt around. And you can look inside the open skull, and you see that the brain is starting to like melt down and
The worst.
ooze down, and you actually see some of it come out of the mouth.
No!
Glad we're getting plenty of body horror in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all said there wasn't enough in it, so I'm here to fix it.
I'm fine
Who
with
said
that.
that?
As a player, I'm fine with
Me!
that.
Yeah, that
I'm
would
the
be
one who
fine.
said
As a
that.
player, I'm fine with that. As Steve, I am
The final sight
horrified.
you see as your vision goes dark is you can hear wailing that slowly transitions to gurgling as her mouth fills with her own blood.
That's bad. Okay,
So
and
it's
Steve's
not-
gone.
Oh wait, I didn't need to roll damage for that. It
It-
might do massive.
Oh, that's true.
We don't need vampires.
Can it do 37 damage? Max?
No, but I still want to give you the damage amount just because. 19 psychic. No, 19 force.
So do I mark that as negative or just go to 0?
Just go to 0.
Okay.
Steve!
I just see him like collapse.
Would it have been possible for that to be massive though?
If it had done 37 damage, then yes.
No, just under. Maybe.
Okay.
Because like I'm at 7 hit points right now and my max is 30.
Sterling sees that Steve goes down and she throws a ball. That's going to be. So she's going to give you.
And it does massive damage.
No
She
way.
gives you 6
Finishing
hit
the
points.
job.
Am I conscious or
Yeah,
no?
you brought back up. You have 6 hit points now. Good news. You see your mom still. The effect is still there.
Oh no!
Good news.
She's now on all fours, screaming as she's vomiting up blood.
I would have kept
You
it.
also gain 11 temporary hit points.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
good.
That's good. So is like the real Florence doing the same thing?
No,
Or she's just standing there, like, okay.
menacingly.
That's funny.
Damien.
Damien
Oh
is
wait,
going.
reset damage mods
Right.
and all that.
Damien is going to go forward with a punch to her.
Go ahead and make that intelligence save.
Yep. Oh. 8.
8. Damien, you rush forward and you see someone that you haven't seen in years. You see your father lying on the ground, half covered in sand.
Damien immediately stops, stares, and falls to his knees.
Son, is that you? I can't see. Come closer.
He doesn't move, but he does start crying.
Oh.
Not audibly, but yes.
Son, is that you? You left me here. The last thing I saw was you walking away.
I didn't have a choice. I had to keep going.
Son, we could have. I wish you had died with me. We would have walked up to those pearly gates together. And father and son. I miss you.
Damien's going to end his turn.
Oh. Lloyd! Make that intelligence save!
I'm scared to use this D20.
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick while all of you contemplate for a minute.
This is a
really
cool
rough.
stand, Michael.
Thank you! I have fun.
Your mother,
You want to take a
your
wild
mother,
guess at who it's
your
going to be for
father, and my brother. Oh boy.
me? Dude, you want to take a wild guess if I come under the effects of this?
I'm actually not sure. Steve? Yeah, he's the closest person to you. That would. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Thankfully, I'm a range type.
Yeah. Well,
I'm using
If your
we
stand
don't
comes
know
in-
how it
stand gets
works.
close,
He
'cause
did
Master
a ranged
Puppets-
grapple on it, and it's still triggered.
Yeah.
I think it's any attack against it.
Any attack, I mean, that has... Unless it's maybe, like, psychic entirely or something. Like, I'm trying to think. Anything that wouldn't have something coming in its range? I don't know. That would sound like any attack. Anyway. So, it's quite the stand. Or maybe if you, like, threw a knife at it or something.
Right.
that.
We
I
don't know.
have a throwing knife.
Or if you just shoot her.
I don't have a gun anymore. so-
Sterling is not.
Neither.
All right,
is
throwing's still okay. I
Donovan.
forgot.
Yeah, Donovan is neither.
All right,
roll.
let's get
By the way,
this
just
roll
to
over.
clarify, Z buckles down, also crying.
Uh-oh.
No, I didn't say good.
Hey, remember that fight with Donovan?
Lloyd, I can't feel my legs. Where are you, man? I'm scared.
Oh, this is
I'm going to make an Arcana check.
No. You can make an Arcana check if you want, but go ahead and roll it.
You said no, and then you said go ahead and roll it.
It's not going to be effective, but it might give you some information.
Nothing.
That's red and blue. I don't know why I'm standing.
Nope. With with my proficiency, it's 10.
Okay, Nah, there's nothing you can glean. This is the first time you've felt anything this much in a very long time. Alright. Rose is out of the initiative order, so Rose is going to try to make a dex save.
Am I not able to use my attacks?
You could
Do you
try.
want to use your attacks? Go ahead.
I'm going to try to attack Rose still.
Rose is unconscious.
Yeah, I beat the crap out of Rose, man.
Did you mean
So you could kill him.
Oh, good.
Kinda deserves it.
That wouldn't accomplish anything.
I would recommend that.
Clementine just wants him out of the...
How do you know where he is?
We don't even know that Clementine's good.
How do
In
you
fact,
know?
we highly
Smell.
suspect he's not.
He's incredibly fragrant.
You just don't seem like the nicest people.
I agree with that.
Then again, so did Brenda.
Alright,
But
well then I'm going to use...
Brenda tried to kill you.
did she deserve to die?
I don't know. That's not. I'm not the
Yeah.
one who killed her.
You think that's the
Damien and
conversation you
Steve
had
would
with your
say.
parents.
Damien and Steve would say no.
I'm not saying this is Steve. I'm saying this is me.
I'm going to...
I didn't just roll it, by the way. I just did that.
I'm going to keep Master of Puppets right next to me, but I'm going to prepare it like an ensnaring trap.
Okay, so
So
what
if
is
it
the
gets-
preparing action?
Essentially, if someone were to get close enough to the chains,
Sounds like a
the
grapple.
reaction.
Yeah,
It'd
so,
be a grapple.
So for a grapple. Okay, yeah, you can do that. Donovan! You're not affected. You don't know why everyone's crying.
He's not happy about it though. He's gonna
Please.
throw his little throwing knife though.
Just gonna just chuck it on there.
Yeah, throw it right at her, right at Florence.
Go ahead and make that roll.
Okay. I can use precision, maybe? No.
Dex. It's a
yeah,
weapon.
It's a weapon. Well, no,
A thrown
it's
weapon?
a weapon, so Dex.
So that does confirm that
Well, that's
ranged attacks don't trigger the ability, or she just didn't use.
That's
the
not the
ability.
that's not the worst thing in the world. I rolled the 16.
16. It bounces harmlessly off the stand.
Great.
The stand
it
is
umbrella-
right in front. Yeah.
Is
What?
it umbrella time?
Wait, it's a weapon. It hits the stand. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Go ahead and roll damage. Drop that it is stand.
All right, 13 piercing.
13 piercing. The stand absorbs most of it, but you still deal a little bit to it.
Is it umbrella time?
I can't do that. Oh, it's out to attack. I only have one.
What?
I can't use a range.
Oh yeah. No.
Florence is going to actually perform another melee barrage on Damien.
Okay.
You fall onto your knees. This means you're thrown.
Yes, I am. Damien may go down here. Actually, he probably will.
Hold on.
Almost definitely.
Could I activate Ride the Lightning as a bonus action?
No.
Okay, cool. Never mind. Sorry.
Wait.
We have said that he could, and he has a one point.
Your turn's
That's-
already over though.
Yeah, fair
On the
enough.
knife? Oh, okay.
I'll do it. It's like a trip wine.
Yeah. So that's going to be for that first one is 27.
Actually, you know, with Lloyd nearby, I don't know if I
direct?
want to try that. That's radiant damage. I don't think I would want to try that.
All right, and we're gonna roll these for damage because as soon as you
I'll
fall
just
unconscious-
tell you my AC. It's 18 and 20. Well,
18 and 20.
no. Okay, go is not called
gonna-
right now, so it's 13 and 20.
We're gonna hit you one at a time. So it's gonna hit you one at a time because if you drop down, it's gonna target another.
Okay.
So, first off,
I'm not-
that
I'm
is
not
a
melee
direct
range.
hit.
Yep.
So
I'm not in melee range.
I
yeah,
am.
I don't know why I pointed at you.
It's like,
It's a move anyway.
13 stand bludgeoning
Okay, hang on.
for that direct hit.
All right.
All right, that is one attack. Next one with advantage. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
Yep. Direct.
Okay. 15 stand bludgeoning.
Okay.
Are you down?
Nope. 13 home.
Okay, 30.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's another big B. Boom.
I finally passed the point of tiredness. I'm unstoppable.
14 stand bludgeoning.
Hey guys,
And he is down.
Okay.
guys, what if
Damien lets out a pathetic whimper and falls unconscious.
The last thing you see is the sand floating over your eyes as your father smiles.
Oh.
Alright. Who else is next? Your stand is still there.
I'm not next, but I'm still gonna whip out the rapier.
So your stand
Like,
is still
stop
there.
doing
Well,
that, man.
I'm buckled down crying, but Superstition
Yeah,
Act 2 is still
Superstition's
up.
still chilling. So, and you get to use your stand AC. Just directly, because you're not within 5 feet of it.
Sure.
So, that first attack is going to be a 1d3. Does that hit your stand AC?
It does.
Okay, that's a direct hit.
Yep.
Or, well, not a direct hit, that's a stand hit.
Oh, it's because it's hitting my...
Oh, no.
I only have 4...
25 stand
Yeah, I'm
bludgeoning.
gone. I'm gone.
Okay. You are down, and Lloyd.
Wait. I forgot I have...
Hi.
I forgot I have the temp hit points from Sterling. Let me see here.
You want to
It was
develop
25
the
damage.
relationship between Damien and
No,
Lloyd
I'm
more?
down.
They can
Yeah.
have a nice conversation after this. Because he's going to need someone to talk to.
Probably therapist. And
He
one
can't afford that.
final attack. She can't move it. You two are already down. Donna's not near.
Why can she not move?
Because it's because it's a melee rush. It takes your entire turn.
Right.
So for her last attack, she is going to grab Damien, like with a grapple.
Okay.
Just by the neck.
Okay.
So now Damien is being held in one arm pathetically. The hand of God sparks and skitters away on the wet ground, and Blood Rain is tossed aside and is thrown into the chits aisle.
No.
Pathetically. Alright. So, that's Florence's turn.
Wow.
Make that death save!
Oh, good.
This is rough, but this might be my favorite encounter we've had so far.
It's pretty cool.
It's
yeah.
literally the only thing that has been able to counter the Lloyd and Damien duo.
Oh, she instantly incapacitated both of us.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I don't
once
know,
her
I
ability
really
procced
enjoy,
on
like,
us,
Heartbreak Hotel and
we're
stuff,
screwed.
like-
Once intelligence
I
was
liked
in the
the
picture,
ghoul
Lloyd
invasion of
died
the
just
house.
like
That was
that.
also nice.
Purely because I
Damon's
did
good
cool
with
stuff,
both,
that's
but-
it.
My dice hate me.
It just has to be
Both
more
of
than
us
10
have not seen these people in probably a very long time.
for a death save.
Oh, yeah. 10 or
Yeah, I
above.
succeed.
At least decades.
Cool.
for Lloyd.
Yeah, so right on a success.
24 years for Damien.
Sterling sees that both of you are on the ground, and she's going to throw one first and foremost at Damien because she's currently in the clutches. She's currently in the clutches. So you regain 1 hit point.
Oh, and
No, sorry, you regain 5 hit points.
Oh, and your dad's still there. Nice.
Sterling
Oh, yeah.
And-
Sterling's a pretty good medic.
12 temporary hit points.
That's pretty good. He.
Actually, wait, no, she's gonna spend some more.
Oh.
More.
More. Get an additional 7.
7?
Yeah.
Upon the 12?
Yeah.
Okay, so 19.
I get that joke you're referencing. It's less funny every time you do it.
More.
Less.
More.
Now it's funny.
Kylo Ben.
Damien.
Damien groans and looks up at his father holding him by the neck, I assume?
Well,
Or is
no,
his
the father's
father
still
just
on
there?
the ground looking down at him.
Okay.
So what's holding Damien?
Now,
The bad
I
boy.
mean,
He probably doesn't even notice.
End of love.
that's the second time you've left me alone.
Ow!
Take
He
some
just
psychic.
Sobs slightly.
Not mentally prepared to get in melee
He
range.
just sobs.
He can't even formulate a response.
Alright, while that happens, no, wait, don't worry about it. Lloyd.
Hold on. You said, is she currently moving?
No, make that intelligence save.
Okay. That's,
She's not moving.
Oh, did Damien?
12.
Was that Damien's turn?
I've got no
Oh,
modifiers.
sorry, do you want to spend your entire turn doing that?
Right, but I have to make the save, don't I?
Oh, yeah.
No.
I don't got any modifiers for this roll.
When you roll.
12.
Nope.
Yeah.
The Lloyd lore. The Lloyd lore.
You've put some distance between you and her, so you could assist Donovan, maybe. Like you could use the help action for Donovan to give him advantage on something. I don't know. You could help Sterling.
I'm as
You
good
could
at
try to
stumbling
perform-
around right now. My smell isn't nearly as strong as my
You
hearing
can
is.
smell. You can smell people. And you can navigate by touch. If you wanted to, you could try to perform a medicine check on
Whatever my name is.
Steve, who's nearby.
What's medicine based on?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
You could drain one of your comrades who's not super helpful though.
Damien doesn't have a lot of intelligence or wisdom, just letting you know.
Steve also does not. He's pretty young. He isn't very wise.
I have a negative one,
Sniffing
please.
out, sniffing out Rose.
Rose is unconscious.
Yes,
Okay.
but Rose still has wisdom.
He does.
Wisdom I can use.
You can automatically succeed on that grapple check. So
Yeah.
that's one attack, and if you want to use your bonus action to load.
I will use my bonus action to load.
Alright.
Alright, so that is +2 for me.
Wait, are you draining him dead?
No.
Wisdom.
Just for
load.
wisdom.
Okay.
Can Master Puppets do the funny suck?
Master Puppets won't do the funny suck right now.
Can it do the funny suck? Like, can it suck blood?
Oh, Master
Was
Puppet.
that a Doctor
Hold on.
Strange?
It wouldn't make sense. Where'd it
Yes,
go?
it was.
Where'd it go?
Okay,
Lloyd is then gonna walk up to Rose himself and just stick a finger into his neck and call out for Florence. I have ransom now.
He's going to what?
He's going to put a finger in Rose's neck
Yeah.
and
Hey.
try to threaten Florence with that.
Hey, I'm going to suck this man dry if you don't let go of my friend.
Right now you still just see the illusion of your brother.
You don't see anything, but
I can smell Damien.
You don't smell any movement. If Florence was approaching you, like,
Smells like someone's sneaking up on me.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, you don't smell any movement.
if
Is
Florence
really
was saying
funny on the
anything,
comment.
you couldn't hear it. You can't really detect the side of smell, and Florence smells like she's still decently far away.
Do any of us hear? Well, Damien, but
You can't hear. You can't
does
hear.
Donovan hear anything in response?
You do not.
I don't.
So
But he
Florence
wouldn't know
doesn't
that.
respond.
Then I'm going to instead yell out, "Hey, stop this effect!"
No response. Cool. Yeah, that seems about right.
All right. I'm going to drain a bit.
Okay. How much?
Well,
If you're dealing damage to him, that's going to be 2 death save dice.
Do we know whether he's already failed or succeeded?
Yeah.
hidden rolls.
Yeah, I know. You don't know?
Well, considering his turns past, he's definitely failed one.
We have no idea.
We do not.
Can I use,
Do you want to kill him is the question.
can I use a quarterstaff and not get in with her melee range?
You don't know what the range is.
I'm going to assume it's 2 meters.
You don't know what it is.
Well, her power type range is 2 meters. We don't know what the ability range is.
All same.
You know, I'm just going.
When I asked about the range on an ability that I have planned in the future, he
I'm just
said
gonna
it would
keep
be
my hand
range
in there
score.
in my turn.
What's that?
20
I'm just gonna keep my hand
but
in his
that
neck
might not
in my
be-
turn.
Yeah, that seems a little
Yeah,
good.
Your brother also calls out to you. There was light. There was so much light, and then there was something that fell, and then you were gone. Where did you go? And now it's Florence's turn. Florence moves over towards you.
Oh.
And
oh no.
you effectively are blind at this point. Since the only thing you have to go by is smell. So they get advantage. 26 to hit.
This is going really well.
I'm doing great.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm really liking this.
No, the fight's awesome. I'm saying our condition right now is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Little yikesy doodles.
Yeah. I'm loving the fight though.
13 stand bludgeoning.
I could take that.
Wallop. Okay. And wallop number 2. 22.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And that's gonna be. Is Lloyd on the ground?
Lloyd is No, he has
I think
Rose
he's like
propped
crouched
up.
over, yeah. Oh,
Right. No, it doesn't matter because you are effectively blinded. Right, my bad. 19 stand bludgeoning.
19 plus 13, that's going to be
20, 22. No,
no
32.
32.
Oh.
Alright, cool, I'm at 7.
Alright,
No, I'm saying.
It's
Steve, are you still unconscious?
weird going
Steve,
from
and
someone
by
who
that
can
I mean,
tank
is
to
it my turn?
void.
Is it my turn? Are you wanting me to?
It is your turn.
Okay, death saving throw.
Yeah.
That's a fail.
Ooh.
I thought we were doing blind.
It's not
Not
great.
for characters.
Oh, okay.
Sterling. Sterling sees that you are down. So, I would like to point out, Sterling does Florence, and the end of love has you still.
Sterling
gripped by
does
the neck.
Florence?
Right.
Oh my.
The end of
Right.
wow.
That's funny.
Sterling chucks his spear at you. Boom.
That's the sound.
That's basically that's the spear. 6 hit points.
And then
Speed.
And gives you 8 temporary hit points.
okay.
Okay, so you are back up. You see it's
Mama is just a ghastly mesh of blood. And
yeah, she's like
Yeah.
lying on the
Blood
ground,
and
like
brains.
trying to reach toward you.
Ooh,
like,
I
very
hate it.
Slowly approaching.
Yeah.
Like the entire body is shaking and convulsing. Like fluids are coming out of her mouth, and you see like a trail of stomach acid coming out. It's
Can
kinda
I
gross.
see? Can I hear any?
Steve
Of,
may be conscious, but he's
out of
unresponsive.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Sterling's turn. Top of the initiative order.
my cousin's associating. Look what you did.
9 hit points, baby!
Sure. Be like, Damien, make that intelligence save.
Damien Drake.
Are you conscious?
Yes, because Sterling healed me. I
Sterling.
failed it again, too.
You can still attack.
Right. Damien is a lot quieter now.
Oh, that's
He's just kind of staring at his vision of his father. And he furrows his brow and clenches his teeth. My father would have wanted me to go on! And he punches at the figure.
Roll to hit.
Awesome.
I'm using his version there. 21 to hit.
That's also a really, really good character moment. So it is a stand hit, and I'm going to give you a point of inspiration.
Okay,
We should know. Okay, go.
great. That's going to be 15 stand bludgeoning damage.
Make an intelligence save.
Okay. Ha!
Crit fail.
Oh. Uh-oh.
It's alright if he knocks himself out doing that. Still a character moment.
What's your maximum HP?
My maximum HP is 81. It would have to do over 100 damage to be massive damage to me.
Let's roll.
Oh, Harry, you're a winner.
If this doesn't go well, we all might have to hear your backstory.
Okay, and it was a 1, a critical failure set, so 64 damage.
Oh.
Okay, well that doesn't massive damage me, so I am unconscious. But as he goes unconscious, he's got a bit of a smile on his face.
The illusion kind of like cracks a little, like it shimmers before you go unconscious, but it's still very much there.
Okay.
Lloyd, you want to make that intelligence save?
Yeah. There's a 12 again.
Okay, still there.
Look. I don't know what illusion of my brother you think you are. He's gonna half cock his gun. And infuse the bullet in the top chamber.
Energy implement.
But that accident was over 2 decades ago. Uncocks it. Gun right behind him because that's where she was. And I'm going to roll an attack roll and fire into her like body essentially. Alright. That's going to be plus my dexterity and my proficiency. That's going to be 21 to hit.
That's a stand hit.
Alright, cool.
Damien's already softened that up for you, so make that intelligence save. You're attacking. So.
Yeah. 12.
Wow.
And you fail.
Well, but you still make your hit first.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
still get hit.
Alright, and that's going to be doing 8 damage.
8 damage.
8 stand damage, specifically. Stand piercing.
Oh, wait.
Wait, your hand cannon is imbued?
I can imbue the bullets because I can half cock it.
Was this your hand cannon or your 9?
That was my 1911.
No.
We discussed that last session. He
The
can,
hand cannon's
he
gonna be a
can
lot
touch the
easier to
bullet
do
in the
that
top chamber while it's cocked.
Oh, and then
That-
use
that-
master
that-
puppets on it to like have chains on it?
Well, I can.
No,
I have energy imbuement.
Yeah.
Oh,
He just
okay,
has to touch it.
I mean, Lane.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Florence, well, damage time.
It can do massive damage to my body.
We're finally gonna get to see Lloyd go
Uh,
down.
Your brother wails and you hear a squelching noise as though something has crushed what little remains of his legs even further, and you feel just this enormous weight. You take 25 force damage.
Alright, cool. My body's down, but I did not
Damien
take
took-
massive.
I don't know. You don't have to answer this. Is the force damage dependent on how much damage is done to the illusion?
You can make an Arcana check if you.
I'm unconscious.
If you.
I'm conscious.
You can make an Arcana check.
And I will make the Arcana check. It's still intelligence,
I'll
so I
just say,
still get
Damien took over 60.
12.
Do you have any intelligence, Rob?
No.
Probably not.
Alright.
You don't know for sure.
Cool, cool.
Okay, and that's Lloyd's turn. Unless you want to do a second attack.
Did we skip my turn or no?
Well, no, you
I
can't
don't think
because
so.
you are your body
think
is
you're-
down. So
right,
you
we're
are
gonna
basically
roleplay
down.
I mean, I
Until
could
you're
use.
healed.
I got a
I
surprise
could
that
use
he got
mop
an
to
unnatural.
drain,
But
but
it's you, then I think
that
it's
would
Sterling.
kill Rose.
Yeah, you're
And
last.
you're actually going to want to keep track of your negatives.
No, Sterling's last. I go before Sterling.
My negatives.
Yeah, you're going to want to keep track of your negative health.
Uh,
Because you have to regenerate that back.
Because
remember?
Sterling.
Oh right, how much?
It dealt
damage?
25 damage to you.
25 minus 9. That's going to be negative 14.
So you're negative 15. Yeah, you're going to want to keep it.
Damien was at negative 42 for those curious.
Oh, Damien would not be a good vampire.
But that's out of potentially negative 81, so at the very least it was not close to massive damage.
Donovan,
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was over half, but barely.
what do you think? You want to try to run in and attack? Do you want to
I'm-
explode it?
Is it still there? I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to risk hitting Lloyd.
Fair enough.
However, I
My
would-
body is ready.
Donovan, he'll be like sweep his hair up right out of his eyes. Back and Back's gonna like position itself. He's gonna point, and Back and Back's opening his cape. I'm gonna make a ranged attack.
Go ahead.
How did that work now again? I read it, but I've forgotten it.
I did buff that.
I saw. How does it work now again? I've forgotten.
It's the same as before, but now you get to roll precision and add your proficiency bonus twice on top.
All right,
of
so
that.
that's it. Cool. So
Oh,
I
precision plus 6 for your attack.
do I have to stack dice at all or no? Just or d6, just one d6.
Right. Plus speed modifier. But worry about hit
Speed?
first. Worry about trying. Worry about
Ranged
hitting.
attack adds speed to damage.
I thought it was
No, adds
precision to.
Precision is
Precision
for
to hit, speed to damage.
Got it.
Speed for damage.
Which is
Okay.
super
Go.
cool.
I get so that is going to be a very very solid 22.
22. That is a stand hit.
All
But
right.
Damien and Lloyd have softened it up for you, so it probably did
Quite
some-
considerably.
All right. 8, whatever the frick my umbrella's piercing.
8 stand piercing. Alright,
Yeah.
cool. You hit it. She's taking some damage. There's little holes that are appearing in the sand that
I'm
are
gonna-
leaking out in the
gonna-
same way that she has taken damage on her body with the blood coming
I'm gonna
out.
speak real quick here.
Yeah.
It's like, I have no idea what on earth you're doing, but it's clearly affecting my friends quite severely, so I'm gonna have to put a stop to this.
It's her turn next. She walks towards you.
Oh, never mind. You know,
Actually, you're pretty cool. I think I will serve you forever.
Actually, you know
Damien's
what?
being dragged along by the neck.
you know what? He has a +2 to charisma. He's gonna puff up his chest.
Okay, make an intelligence save.
All right.
Because she just entered, she just got within
Oh.
5 feet of it.
17.
You feel a little hazy, but you bring yourself back to reality, you're back to your senses, you're not afraid of
He
her.
just kind of like shakes, opens his eyes, opens up, fiercely purple.
Florence kind of...
It's that Halen.
I do want
back.
to say, I actually rolled a crit 20 for my success on that intelligence, but I chose to fail it because I can do that for a character moment.
I just wanted to note that.
Bro moments indeed. That's good.
Yes, it means Damien's unconscious, but I wanted to do that.
That is a very good character moment. I would give you inspiration, but I already gave you.
You already did,
for
so that's fine.
It's perfect.
There we go.
Yeah. Go ahead and. Oh wait, no, it's not your turn.
Yeah.
Florence's
Are
turn.
we gonna talk about the fact that I rolled 5 12s in a row?
Florence is gonna try to hit you. 16.
Hits my stand.
Okay. So that's gonna deal.
Man, Steve's vibing.
13 bludgeoning.
13 bludgeoning, alright.
13 stand bludgeoning, I should say. And for the second hit.
Wait, let me roll the damage.
Okay.
Alright, so he like takes that pretty meanly.
And for the second hit, she takes a big wide swing at you. You're able to see it. You duck right underneath, and she smashes into the bar, into like the aisle, and knocks a bunch of stuff onto her. And she takes a good old 4 bludgeoning damage from all the stuff that falls on top of her.
I'm impressed.
Nice.
Very. He said, dripping with sarcasm.
Man, if I could hear, I would be telling all the like snarky remarks.
Who's unconscious?
Damien and Lloyd.
No, my body's unconscious.
Oh,
You're
right.
conscious, right?
I am unconscious.
Yes.
I'm good.
Sterling healed me for the second time.
Sterling's gonna. Sterling looks over at Lloyd, thinks, goes to Damien.
Wait, is
Okay.
it Sterling's turn?
Yes.
I finished.
No,
Or-
it is Steve's turn.
Okay,
You
I was
are
gonna say.
correct.
Okay.
Sterling almost kills Lloyd. Thinks about it.
It would be really funny though. Okay. Do I need to intelligence?
Yes.
Am I still in the range, even though, since she moved over to Donovan?
Wait, she moved over to Jonathan. Your stand would stay in the same place, or no, you fell unconscious. So your stand is no longer in that area.
Oh, that's true.
You still have to make the save, but you're no longer in the active effect of it.
Okay,
So now if you get rid of it, you won't have to roll it in.
sounds good. I don't get rid of it.
You still see your mom on the ground. It is.
God.
It's hard to even look at it.
Now
at
I'm
this
getting
point.
Full Metal Alchemist vibes.
Yeah, honestly,
It's
it's kind of like that.
It's somehow worse.
Oh, never mind.
Sterling pulls back. And
Heals Damien for the 3rd time this battle, I think.
you bet your goddamn stuff. 7 hit points
No.
back to you, and
Epic.
6 plus.
Lloyd gets the vibe
10
for
temporary
7
points.
turns.
All right, cool.
Top of initiative. Everybody reset all your stuff. Damien's up.
Lloyd's
Cool.
at minus 12.
Damien, you still. Oh, make that intelligence save.
Oh, right. Nat 20 again, and I'm taking it this time.
You look at her and you realize
Your dad.
that's not your dad. That's not your dad. Your dad is gone. You
Duct
have to
would
accept
never.
that. The illusion fades away, and Damien rises to his full height.
Like still with the
Damien
clutches,
grins.
like
Yes,
end
yeah.
of love, like hand just starts raising up.
End of Love has him still by, but Damien is able to stand up and is actually taller than the stand.
Damien stands up, grins, raises both fists. OK goes wings fold out and raise both fists as well. And he's gonna do a melee barrage.
Don't hit! Please don't hit me, because I'm right there. Oh, good morning, David.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
That one's a 15.
That is a stand hit.
That one is a 14.
So we just like ignore that he rolled
that
2
is a
20s in a row.
No.
That is another 14.
Stand hit.
And it ends.
That one. That better not hit me. I'm gonna be
So
Go ahead and
No,
roll.
that's not how melee barrage works.
Still, I'd be.
5d12 plus 4 times your power modifier.
Cool.
So we're just going to ignore the fact that you rolled 2 20s in a row.
Yeah. Oh, 3, because I rolled a nat 20 on the previous.
But I get
check.
5 12s.
Yep. Okay. Now I
that
get to
is
roll
above
5d12.
Yep.
That is going to be 10.
Wait.
Oh, I'm just going to be adding here.
I
was
was
making
gonna
sure.
say, I can add these together on my calculator while you roll.
Oh, I'm already doing it.
What did I recalculate it for? Question: do you want to kill her?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
This
Lloyd
is
and
going to
Dave-
be one of those few exceptions. Actually, I'm going to do a stand rush instead, which functions the same, right?
You have to drop to 0 first.
Oh, okay. Well,
And also-
all right.
Are
I would allow
you?
you to, if you drop her to 0, I would allow you to chain it into a stand rush.
Okay.
That's
you have
actually
Stand
pretty
Rush?
sick.
Ooh. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I got that at 5th level, which
Oh,
I happen
cool.
to be.
Lloyd and Damien can finally agree upon something.
Yes. That one's going to be.
We're gonna get our
Gotta
page
go.
long beat down, boys.
This better drop it either way.
I think it's going to.
Oh.
Hey! It's another 90 damage melee barrage. 90 stand bludgeoning damage.
How do you want to do this?
Damien! He's going to finish her up. He's going to do the melee barrage and lead it into a stand rush. And end it with upside down and inside out.
I want you to describe how that process goes down.
How many times do you
10
do stand
stand punches.
Okay.
5 for the melee barrage and 5 for the stand rush.
So a lot of goes.
Yes.
If you want to shout those goes, just cause.
Go, 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 go! And for the final one, he punches both fists through her. And with one fist, he increases the weight of her lower half, and the other decreases the weight of her upper half, both by 75 pounds, whipping her in half with gravity.
Can you yell okay on the last one?
Okay, go!
The sword is there on the ground. It is now truly a blood rain. It falls, all the blood falls to the ground.
I open my umbrella.
Covering the chip aisle.
I open my umbrella.
Your umbrella.
Lloyd brings out
Lloyd
his
is
hand.
actually brought back up to 1 hit point.
All of that.
Jesus Christ, man.
And the effect disappears on everyone.
You
So
don't fuck with my father.
There's like a shimmering, and then
What happened to you guys?
you see one of the minimum wage workers walk into the aisle, and then without saying, like completely unfazed, clean up on aisle 7. And I think that's a great place to end the episode, ladies
Oh my
and
lord.
gents.
I'm officially down to 4 clips.
All right, well that was incredible.
That shot to
Bye.
that shot to her stand.